Brands are placed in every marketplace by design or by default. Every customer is consciously aware of your branding. They are influenced to some extent by every marketing effort. Practicing the art of branding in this over-connected culture with content based on a strategic perspective is the emerging trend. In this exercise, nature of content plays a critical role. Hence, all marketing effort is focused towards making an engaging content to make the campaigns more interactive and more effective. This exercise is managed in a disciplined manner as every business has a unique identity and means. And it requires to acquire strategic marketing expertise and in-depth insight of elements that form the very core of a brand. This is exercised in three different stages. The stage 1 is about building the core strategic foundation. Stage 2 is about architecting and authenticity. And finally, stage 3 is about crafting the brand experience. Building core strategic foundation is the first stage, which involves establishing strategic goals and develop plans based on analysis and provided strategic recommendations. After evaluating and considering very strategic and very tactical elements, a strategic goal can be either around disruptive innovation, value creation, or revitalization. Product perform function generally similar across the category, and most of the business practices are transactional in nature. Hence, marketplaces are becoming more competitive. To face the challenges related to oversaturated choice, one needs to architect a brand to disrupt or create the marketplace. Determine your business scope and scale and integrate scalability and expansion to establish your leadership in growing customer segments. Consumers organize and categorize all products of a specific category to a ladder, and it's a complicated proposition and difficult to own the top space at the ladder. Find an optimal pricing structure and other elements of 4P should be placed in an organizing framework. Notice on disrupted trends coming and be at the edge of everything that matters in marketing. To earn higher consideration, one need to align tactics with strategies. Appeal for emotions, as features and benefits are linked to emotions and emotional equations always operate from below the surface. Attract and develop mutually benefited relationship to potentially differentiate and get an edge over competition. One of the greatest exercise one can have is to know if your customer is stayed with you or stuck with you. To make a valuable and sustainable brand, one need to innovate to advance strategy and maximize customer value. Brands are made up of so much more than content, and every category has a ladder in the mind of the prospect. To be at the top of the ladder and own the category, value innovation is an ideal approach. It is about potentially differentiating your brand by consistently redefining customer expectations, exceeding customer expectations, and challenging the norms of its industry category. Evaluate every new component added to strategy and its contribution to brand proposition and to what extent it helps company reinforce desirable equity. It involves an extensive study of what category you are competing in and in what context you have relevance to your customer. You should know the concise summary of attitudinal and demographic description of your target group of customers your brand is attempting to appeal and attract. Brand is the central principle in this exercise. Over time, brand evolved as symbol of quality rather than just ownership. Hence, for strategic branding, associate brand with emotions, learn how art and science of marketing can be together to enable sale. Over time, with change in technology and customer behavior, brands dilute its essence and relevance. It's an accepted notion. In this case, modifying company perspective to realign mindset with respect to current trend is critical. The core in this exercise is to ensure that newer association to product must expose it to customer relevance. In shifting market landscape, one must assess between exploiting existing demand versus creating new demand. One can choose to be either competition or make the competition irrelevant by creating new category and eliminating the competition. One can examine the market to spot the place, invent the ability, design a mentality and emerge the trend. This need to know what truly impact the bottom line with customer experience evolve. Integrate customer information to understand customer experience and drive strategic development. Look for a strategy that lead you to expand the market, wait for technology getting advanced and market sufficiently mature. Brand authenticity is the another important element considered to stay relevant. Hence, create the structure that support your philosophy. Foundation of a marketing communication and nature of engagement actually build the authenticity of your brand. Customer experience takes place at every point of interaction, hence engage them with content that demonstrate quality and quantity and create content that speak customer specific interest. Enforce brand consistency in all customer interactions by consistently describing what you do and continuously repeating the same. Own your position at every reference point of everything you do. Articulating the unique value proposition is about examining the essence of what you are, the solution you offer, and align it with customers' perspective. It starts with studying brand architecture, which reinforce on the essence of company mission and values. Brand insight is about determining key functional and emotional benefits that differentiate you, providing competitive advantage. Having a differentiated brand could make all difference in success. And finally, study target segment profile and insights to craft your brand from customers' emotional perspective. Deeper customer insight drives brand innovation and business extension. Crafting perceptual map is an important element in determining your strategy. You work on customer perception as it reflects your brand. Perceptual maps are crafted on two dimensions: brand positioning, that is internal to the company to guide, and tagline, that is external to customer. Positioning is the heart of your brand. It has ruled marketing landscape for a very long time. It is the summation of everything you do. Positioning is the mental space you want to occupy in your customer's mind. It is more about emotions and less about facts. It is not something what you do, it is what your customers perceive you while you're doing it. It must be consistent in all areas of a business. Look for simplified structure to formulate positioning statement and make sure every way you interact customer must be the perfect expression of positioning. Craft your tagline based on critical nature of brand positioning. Bring positioning statement alive with tagline. Make sure you stay relevant and create an emotional feeling with customer using the tagline. Emotionally connected customers are twice more beneficial than satisfied customers. Enhance the positive sense of self-esteem of your customers with association, as people buy brand as a method of partially supporting their self-esteem. Brand promises are to inspire, to allow you to do the best of your work. It is about determining the most compelling evidence your brand can deliver on its promise and how it contributes to comprehensive marketing strategy. Consumer develop expectation from your brand promise and expect to meet the expectation at every interaction. Brand promises should be recognized, agreed, and should make an impact on every decision company make. It is internalized by customer. One element that really ties multiple aspects of a brand and give it its core is brand story. Brand story is more than content. It is about framing your authenticity and dictating your value. It attracts attention. It elevates yourself from competitors. Brand story reinforces personality, promise, and value of a brand. Stay focused on key marketing messages. Develop impactful, memorable, and emotional connections by consistently executing on brand value. Brand is a desirable idea manifested into experiences. By being more creative on purpose and crafting a uniform brand standard across the category. Consumers form brand impression way before you engage them. Hence, the extent of exposure to marketing and branding they get at different stages goes very critical. Hence, develop comprehensive marketing campaigns and well-defined activities with specified objectives considering clear and actionable customer insight is very essential. Facilitate activities to make them part of the process. With digital advancement, there is growing number of ways a company can communicate. Invest branding efforts to right platform by right channel to convey. It can be structured in 3 stages. Stage 1 represents a very initial stage where a defined and specified pool is created where early adopters starts interacting and demonstrating the concept among each other. Stage 2 is a step ahead approach where every individual early adopters were part of the pool develop a web where multiple intermediate adopters are invited to be the part of education and demonstration. And finally, third stage comes in the picture. This is an advanced stage and comes into application once the concept is widely acknowledged. Here, companies develop a big hub of users who are represented by multiple company associations and part of multiple interactive engagements. Marketing campaign with a consistent theme and message establish a significant and differentiated presence in the market that attract and retain loyal customers. Marketing campaigns based on customer insight help the brand to connect an emotional connection with customer in order to continue success. Never forget that all relationships are articulated, facilitated, maintained and influenced by your brand. Though branding is and will always be a customized experience, maintaining uniform standard of brand experience across the business areas and across all media is very essential. To ensure this synergy, integrated marketing communication is the way. Define the component of integrated marketing, keeping brand at center. Integrated marketing communication works as a bridge between marketing and branding. Supervise all activities and study how each contribute to broader goal to maximize performance. Integrate marketing discipline, create interactive product demonstration. Monitor and integrate multiple marketing components and data to control and influence brand associations and brand experiences. Customer must feel sense of belonging and find personal meaning while associating with you.